my top 5 most intriguing matchups of week number 3. Hit it, please.
High five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
Just hit me. Is that high five? Is that putty to start that drop? Yes, it is. It's putty.
Is it?
High five. All right, I like it. It only took like 16 plays of those drops for me to finally figure that out. Well done, Hoskins and Smitch. Well done. Greatly appreciated. Here we go. Nick in Ontario, you better go, because it's the number 5 matchup on my list of most intriguing matchups of week 5. Falcons and Lions, let's go. I understand a lot of folks are like, okay, so what? Atlanta at Detroit. This is fun. This is fun. You got Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs on the same field. These are the running backs chosen in the top 12 of a draft. Get out of here. When was the last time you had 2 rookies chosen in the top 12 of an NFL draft at the running back position playing one another in week 3? It's a very small subset. I'll gather to say it's rarely happened. But the most important thing is the Lions coming off of that home loss to Seattle, losing 2 in a row at home after beating the Chiefs in their home to start the season, while the Falcons can go to 3-0, heading off to London the following week. I mean, they're going to be playing this game, and I don't know. Are they heading off to London right away? They're taking on Jacksonville. That would be a pretty big game to walk in at 3-0. Or the Lions rebound and the Falcons lose their first, and it's a conference matchup. This might be one of those tie breaks at the end of the season if both of these teams play as well the rest of the way. That's number 5. Number 4. Steelers and Raiders. Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is old school, isn't it? This is old school, and I saw the last matchup. I called the last matchup between these two teams when Pickett found Pickens in the end zone to end Derek Carr's Raiders career. Now here comes Jimmy Garoppolo and his home debut after 2 starts on the road, 1 in Denver with a win, 1 in Buffalo they like to bury the tape on, and then Pickett coming in with the Steelers in Las Vegas, Nevada. I bet you there are a ton of people from Western PA that are playing blackjack right now. I mean, they are all there. They're all hanging out.
They're at the pool.
They're at the pool.
Oh,
they're
let's
all
go.
over there. There are Yinzers all over that strip.
They're drinking those yard
It is going to be a great
fruity drinks.
It is going to be a great crowd on Sunday night, and it's big. The winner of this game goes to 2-1. This is another one of those tiebreakers, maybe for a wild card spot later on in the season. We're assuming could be a big win for the Steelers to bounce back with 2 straight wins after that home opener of a dud against the 49ers, or Felly's Raiders win another one and just bury the tape from last week with a W in their Jimmy G's home debut. Can't wait to see it. That's number 4.
Here's them after.
Sucking.
Okay, very good. Number 3 on this list.
Wow.
Loser goes to 0-3. You want to talk about stakes?
Yikes, dude.
2 playoff teams from last year starting 0-3. And if you think Brandon Staley was snippy being asked about that hangover possibility of losing the way that they lost in the playoffs last year and then losing the first 2, he loses the first 3. How's that going to taste? Kirk Cousins, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Netflix, starting 0-3. Oh, my goodness. And all the conversation about what are the Vikings going to do? Why would they trade Dalvin Cook to the Jets? Is that where Kirk should be sent as well? I mean, this is a big game, early window on Fox, Chargers and Vikings. Let's go. Number 2 on this list. Let me tell you something. Speaking on behalf of this fan base, the concept of showing that their quarterback can win this game, snap a 14-game losing streak against this team, and send the Patriots and Bill Belichick to 0-3. This is the stuff that the Jets fans put underneath their pillows and hope the tooth fairy comes and leaves a big, fat $100 bill. That's what the Jets need to do this weekend. Or does Bill Belichick say, I own you? Woody Johnson doesn't own you. I do. That cocktail napkin I scrawled all those years ago, that still has its magical powers. And Zach Wilson is absolutely the guy that played in 2022. He's not walking through that door like he did at BYU this week. Jets lose 2 in a row after that home opener. And it's just like, well, if they didn't come back on the Bills, they'd be 0-3. This season's over. Oh, my goodness. Patriots, Jets. What a rivalry game in week number 3. Didn't think this would be the circumstances, Chris, when we were carpeting each other back and forth, like, don't lose it. Same intensity. Each other. Okay, it's Zach versus 0-2 Mac.
Basically, the loser's going to tank after
Oh, my
this.
God.
Like, loser gets Caleb Williams.
What a game.
By the way, you both have lost your intensity since the beginning of the
Well,
season.
for good reason. Mr. Cowboy, water skiing behind the Micah yacht over there. You pipe down.
Look, I lost my quarterback.
Number
yesterday.
one is the 2-0 versus 2-0 matchup on Monday Night Football. Eagles and Bucks. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Can Baker Mayfield show the entire nation with Joe and Troy in the booth? And, the rest of us watching? Unless we're breaking the fast here on the West Coast. Bucks versus the Eagles, 2-0 versus 2-0. Is it possible that Baker Mayfield plants the flag right there in Philadelphia where A.J. Brown said everything's cool here, and then fans are like, what's happening? This is not the same Eagles team. They don't look like the team that won the NFC Championship last year. They're now 2-1, or are they 3-0 and just say, okay, we're watering, we're fertilizing, pipe down. Can't wait for that. That's the most intriguing matchup to me for week number 5.
You think we need one more?
Okay.
All right, we'll get one more.
Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll say it. And I wrote this down before I fell in love with Brian Robinson Jr. and the big hat.
Oh.
Bills and Commanders, man.
It's sneaky, man.
It is, isn't it?
It's sneaky for sure.
Isn't it?
Because it's going to be, there's, that tropical storm is coming through. Those
Yeah.
games, there's going to be a lot of rain on Sunday.
That's when Brian
in
Robinson
those
Jr.
games.
gets the ball.
You got to think Washington can run the ball a little bit better
Yes,
than Buffalo.
they can.
Like, is Josh Allen just going to be trying to jump over dudes?
It's possible. And it's
Sneaky
possible
good game.
he tries to jump over dudes and then does so. That's entirely possible. He does that, and he shows Sam Howell and the Commanders how it's done, and it's not your time. It's still mine. I got it.
Or John Dotson lets loose and Sam Howell's winging it around.
McLaurin
Like,
and
who knows?
Stephon Diggs, the Terrapin back in the Mid-Atlantic
Yeah.
showing everybody that I'm home. I kind of dig this game, guys. Bills Commanders on CBS. Potentially in the middle of what Tropical Cyclone 16 is the folks who track these storms are calling it.
It's gonna rain.
That's my top 5 most intriguing matchups of week 3.
Rich, I thought we named the storm Shag Hennessy.
Oh, Shag Hennessy?
Yeah, I thought that was it did have a name. Yeah.
Oh, Shag Hennessy?
Oh, Shag
That's very
Hennessy.
churlish of you. Okay. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.